Hey everybody, this is Ghetto Girl 05 at DA, and in this video I'm gonna talk about my very first contest ever. Okay, the theme for this contest is my OC does something with your OC. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about the rules and the guidelines. I'm gonna explain the different deadlines and when everything is due. And also I'm gonna explain the prices since I see a very interesting turnout of people taking part in so far. Okay, here are the rules. You can submit more than one entry. You can do a collaboration piece. Just make sure you give credit to the person that helped you along. Each entry can have up to 3 people, and at least one character must be my OC. All entries cannot violate DA's policy, meaning you can't have anything that's too extreme or maybe on the verge of being removed if you don't make any adjustments and changes to it that is appropriate. And if you're sending in a mature piece, which I will allow, please put the mature tags on them if it's needed. Bashing and hate art will not be allowed. If I see anyone do any hate art or bashing or putting down other characters, whether it be my characters or another contestant, I will note you the first time to give you a warning not to do that, and you will change your entry if you want to stay in this contest. If you keep doing it, I'll disqualify your entry and you're going to get a few choice words from me. I don't care if you do not like my characters. I don't care if you have a problem with other people's characters. Just don't express that to my contest. And I suggest you don't do that to anybody else who's anywhere else on DA either, because they're not going to have it. Put 110% in effort to all your entries and to have fun. Now here are the guidelines to this. If you do a collaboration piece and your entry is one of the winning entries, you and whoever worked with you have to decide on one idea for your prize. If you have trouble drawing my OCs in their original forms or species, you can draw them in a different one, but I need to be able to recognize who is who. The same rule applies for those if you want to draw them in the opposite gender. And the same thing can apply to people who are drawing bases. You can do the entry and submit it as a base, but if you did not create the base, you need to give credit to the base maker, so there will be no copyright or crediting issues. Anyone who does not follow these rules will result in me disqualifying the offending entry if it happens the first time. And if it's repeated, then I'm going to remove all your entries in the contest and disqualify them if you have more than one, and I'm going to disqualify you from the contest. You're not going to be allowed to submit any more entries into this contest, and it will not be one that might be selected for the poll. I don't care if you have the best entry out of all of them. If you don't follow the rules, I'll have to disqualify you. It's only fair to everybody else who does. These are the following characters that you can use for your entry to go along with your OCs and your entries. I have 4 main characters. It's just Maine, Marilyn, Ava, and Cherokee. Okay, their pictures are gonna show up momentarily. Okay, the prizes, that's mainly everybody's favorite part that they want to know, is the first place is the winning entry we featured in my next YouTube video after the contest ends. I'm gonna have it featured in the favorites section of my group Twisted Paragons, and you will get a request of your choice. Like I said before, if you're doing a collaboration piece, you and the person you work with must come up with one idea to come up with one request. Okay, second place is that you will have your piece featured in the favorites section of the same Twisted Paragons group, and you'll get a request of your choice. Third place, you will receive an art trade, and the consolation prize, that means for all other contestants, you will get a hand-drawn vector piece saying thank you for taking part in the contest, and I enjoyed your piece. Okay, now the deadline was originally placed on June the 30th. That was the very end of this month. But I noticed that since other people who are in this contest is also in other contests, or they're doing art trades or gifts or anything like that, I decided to extend the deadline for like another 2 weeks or so. So the new deadline is on July the 16th. On July the 16th, all your entries are due on that day unless I decide to push back the deadline again to give people a little more time, and I would choose 5 entries that's going to go into the poll. Following the next day for a week, the 5 selected entries are going to go into the poll, and everyone's going to have the opportunity to vote to see which of those 5 pieces they like. And on July 25th, the polls will end, and the winners are going to be selected based on the highest number of votes in that poll. So that is the contest rules, regulations, and prizes for anyone who was a bit confused or didn't understand the journal entry. And so far I have 1 entry in, and hope to see many more. So everyone, good luck and have a great summer.